Can I blow up the cliff? No. There are cliff explosives, but not with the weapons on the tank, no. Swing back around. There we go. And jobs are good. The original space exploration mod did include various amusing interplanetary bug destruction technologies. Aren't there only like 2 planets in Space Age that involve bugs though? Hop out here. All right, let's have a look. Time to launch. Farewell. Another one instantly available. Great. Okay, well, let's go up to God saith when. Oh, damn it. I missed it landing. That sucks a bit. However, how would these even work? Now, if I were to place this down, oh yeah, it will build. Okay. Space science pack finished. Can I unbuild it though? Oh, the health is fine. So, there we are. Now we can have a look at a few things that require white science. The tier 2 modules. There we are, logistics system. Oh my god. Yes, that's what we want. Space platform thruster. We also want this. We would also like, I guess, all of these. But now I need to produce it. So I'm going to need power. That's going to require, I guess, solar power. I mean, that makes sense to me. This is way too small though. So how about I remove that? Please tell me it's back in there. Oh no. Please. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. It's fine. Going to want to expand this out then. It's going to require a lot of cabins to do. A large amount of this is going to come from steel. Copper is actually okay right now. It's the steel that I'm hurting for. Which surprised me a little bit. I'm still learning the system right now. As long as the tips aren't spoilery, like if you're trying to make me aware of certain mechanics that I might have missed, then by all means. But if it's like, if your tips are more, hey, I want to warn you about this thing that you'll encounter, and you know you won't have anticipated, I would say no on that, because encountering it for the first time is kind of the part of the charm, if that makes sense. Nightly Prophet, we are in space yet. Yes, Aavak can into space. Aavak has into space. Right, well, we don't technically need more copper as it happens. We've got, oh no, that's a lie. No, we definitely do. It's just right now steel is being consumed at shocking rates. All the way down here. All the way down here. Yeah, we are super slow on the production of steel right now. Let's expand that, shall we? Let's just grab all of this up to this point. And paste. And oh. Paste again after that. That should help a bit. $259 construction bots? What? That's a bit bonkers, don't you think? In that case, save before you leave. Oh, I'm not looking to get mobile yet, but yeah, I do understand that it can be a bit harrowing. I saw a clip of Ica's space station. I think it was his first voyage. He raided me yesterday and let us know that he died straight away. So we'll see. We will see how I do. But the first station that I'm making is probably going to remain in orbit, purely farming science. I don't see much reason to do anything else, if I'm honest. How much is left here? Barely any. I'm just going to allow those to go through. Likewise over there. Hopefully this will help a little bit with the with the steel, but I am not liking what I'm looking at here. We are drinking the steel. Absolutely drinking the stuff. And it's largely this that it's using. So I don't think we're in a position where I can easily justify replicating what we've got here, but I'm going to do it anyway. But understand that I completely anticipate that this is going to kill our steel for now. Ah, damn. I'm gonna have to pop that at the top. Like so. If we do this. There we are. And then these are going to need the cables, and they're going to need... What? Why is it launching? Huh. Not gonna lie, a little bit shocked that that decided to go. I assumed I had to manually launch. Apparently I do need to keep my rockets under control, indeed. That being said, I guess I am requesting it over here, so... It's filled out a bunch more. Let's go and find... Where did I... Oh, there we are. Solar panels. Right. Oh, those are accumulators. Never mind. Let's go and load this. Okay, I guess once this is finished manufacturing, it will launch now. Oh, actually, I should be popping productivity into all... Oh, wait, no, I can't put it into these ones, sadly. These are speed or efficiency or quality only. Deep sadness. But rocket progress is almost done. Damn it. Guess that's going over there then. What are you waiting on exactly? Oh, it's the electric engines, okay. Oh, there we go. Now, considering this is already full, will it immediately launch, I wonder? Ah, yeah, so even if you don't have the request on, if a rocket has a full load of something being requested, it'll launch. Basically, a rocket silo is sort of a provider chest. Ticking that box makes it sort of a buffer chest. Ah, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Sure, deliver the cargo. And this time we're actually going to watch it arrive. Where are you? Oh, there we go. All right, not bad. So, I want to place some solar panels out here. it offends me that there's wasted space here as a consequence. Oh, start producing electric power by solar panels. There you go. Hello, I'm here to see rockets explosions as we launch them. That might take a little while. Oh, save space next to the center for expansion ports? Okay. Expansion ports. Rightio. Thank you very much for the tip there. I will move these around then. Alright, we want to expand this out even further. I mean, I have no idea what expansion ports are, but I'll take your word for it that I need to account for them. There's really no need for expansion ports on the starting science platform, says Bentham. Okay, fair. But it's a good practice to get used to, says Yopgod. Are you gainsaying Bentham? How rude. Bold of you, in fact. Okay. Do I want to send more up? Right now, no, actually. Let's go ahead and drop these back off here. Mangobo says, it's just a bit like saying, make sure to leave room for beacons to someone making their first furnace column. Oh, right, okay. Okay, that's, I get where you're coming from now. That's a very good, good explanation there. What just happened? New tip. Space science. In space age, space science packs can only be produced on a space platform using a processed asteroid chunks. Okay. Oh, I see. And then they get loaded back on. I can see I'm going to have a load of things that I need to shimmy over here. Do I want to make more of these? I kind of do, yes. It's somewhat necessary. Right, so I'm thinking we want to move this across. Oops. That'll free up a load of space. Allow me to throw down a second one. We are going as much jank as possible at this point. Let's bring that up. There we go. And across. Actually, there's no particular benefit to me doing it this way. So I could squeeze these around like so. After a point, you just embrace the jank, and life seems just so nicer, so much simpler in so many ways. There we go. Right, let's get some more of those out and about. That's ultimately what we're waiting on right now. Jank? Aavak, you haven't seen my setup. And sometimes you embrace a rock and get surrounded by biters. Okay, fair. Hello, Silas Genovese. Oh, stealth 187. I've developed double and triple hiccups. Fuck the world. I deeply sympathize. Deeply sympathize. As someone who has, on occasion, hiccuped and burped at the same time, I can only assume that double and triple hiccups are somewhat in the same kind of ballpark. A burp hiccup is probably like at 8 out of 10 on the pain scale. Pretty certain that it's an accurate simulation of what it would feel like to have a chest burster erupt out of you. You're somehow breathing in the pain and expelling it all at once. Not a pleasant experience. Slowly building more. Yeah, it feels like your esophagus is splitting open. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Not pleasant. Ungood. Right. Honestly, at this point, it really does feel like the steel is the issue. How curious that that's ended up being the problem. Issue is, there's not much I can do about that. Like, where on earth will I move it to? That being said... Oh... I'm starting to feel like maybe it is time for us to consider a very real possibility of needing to build proper smelter stacks now. Should once again mean moving this whole arse train. Oh, we've got an incoming attack wave. They did not survive. If we... Well, no, that's definitely where all the mine's going to be. I think a smelter stack would be better somewhere over here. Possibly around here. Get some big smelter stacks. Hey, you Hammock. Thank you very much for the prime, mate. I think if we were to do a smelter stack, it would make sense to try and put together a proper one and actually have it as just well, maybe even on a small scale, like a step up, but a step in the kind of direction of what we want ultimately. So, you know, this, in terms of scales, I'm not sure we would make it, you know, our end game smelter, because we wouldn't be remotely using it at this point. But make a more serious smelting area with drop-offs for the various ores. I mean, hell, we could even go the Omni smelter if we wanted to. But at the very least, get the basic smelting done on a larger scale. And probably moving across to electricity as well. Oh, achievements. Create a space platform. Launch a rocket. Triggered an alien attack by pollution. Mining with determination. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm thinking here seems like the perfect place for it. Now, of course, it's going to invite a lot of attack, but we've got a choke point there, and I mean, realistically, we could have something of a choke point around here as well. When was the last tea break? About 2.5 hours ago. I was watching Aavak as I got ready for work over 7 hours ago, and he's still live as I'm here, changing back into my pajamas. Gotta love the consistency. But please, do take care. Oh, Necromancer, thank you. It's alright. But, I mean, at this point, I can, with good conscience, wrap up the stream now that we have into spaced. Technically. And such. Oh, have we already launched? Oh, we might have, actually. Yes, we have. Still need lots, but we have in fact launched. Can I not place those? Ah, there we go. Wow, those are twice. They can store twice as much energy. Holy crap! And they can take a good bit more as well. They can store almost 1/3 faster. Do you need accumulators in space? Ah, that's a good point, actually. There's no night and day, is there? You know what? That's a very good point. Though it would allow for peak usage higher than constant. Accumulators, for the same reason that you don't build a power plant capable of producing a consistent output of energy equivalent to the peak demand of energy. You have batteries for that, whether kinetic or you know, traditional batteries. You build your power plant to be able to you know, with a bit of a buffer for error. You build it to produce enough power to satisfy your average, maybe a bit above average consumption, but never peak, because you'd be wasting most of the power plant at that point. Now, I don't know if that's how that works in space age, but Like, logically, one would assume that you'd want capacitors. But it depends, I guess, on how many things consume power. Yeah, this is the main thing that's holding us back right now. And thankfully we are producing more of them. Oh, actually, ooh, I am a dumb. I've not got the productivity modules in there. I shall go and get them forthwith. Here we go. I will take you. I will also take you. I'm not sure what I'm going to put you into, but I'm going to put you into something. And that something will be not you, not you, none of you. Not you. There we are. I'll pop you into... Ooh, actually, we might be using these at a reasonable rate soon, so sure. Ooh. Nice. We've got quite a few of those. There we are. Well, let's head up to Gorsethwen. Alright, we've almost gotten all the way out to on that side now. It was a glorious rocket. Have we evacuated the space yet? No, I'm still on the planet. Got my feet firmly planted on the ground. But we do have a space platform. And that's the important part. There we go. It does look that now we have filled this area out. So I mean, it is literally, we're just waiting on the engines at this stage. And I think the problem here is that we are massively stockpiling them. It would make more sense if I made more of these, really. But they're kind of a potch to set up. But I could do it. But I don't think I'll focus on that just yet. It's actually going quite well. So what's the productivity bonus right now? Plus 22%. That's actually very nice. Crafting speed is down. Could I make a beacon? I don't think. Actually, I don't think I've been able to research them, have I? No, doesn't appear so. Well, that's fine. Is it possible to smash the space platform into a bug like Final Fantasy Meteor? I don't think so. Interesting mental image, but no, I do not believe so. All right, let's go ahead and... Ooh, why are you two not running? Oh god. Have we completely run shy of... We have. Worrisome. Exceedingly worrisome. Alright. Okay, so gonna need some more of these then. It's gonna need water though as well. Alright. what do I do here then? I could add an extra one over here. That much wouldn't be difficult. Really? Wow. But let's copy this in. There we go. And from here, and up. And I need this as well. Right, there we are. I'll add a little bit of extra cracking. They're just shy of the requisite amount for them to continue working through that. This isn't producing anything anymore because I'm out of this. I guess it would make sense though if I were to add in a little bit. Well, no. Basically, I've this is jammed right now. I'm not using up the petroleum gas fast enough. So there is I guess a part of me that's wondering if maybe I should allow some of the... Yeah, I think that would be wise actually. So I'm gonna set up a little bit of something right here. Promethium gas into solid fuel. That doesn't use any water. Interesting. You're going to be difficult. If I do it like that, I avoid causing any issues for my piping. Because if I put this one there, it would connect, which would not be good for us. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook these up to a red wire that will go down here. In total, these can hold 25k, so I'm going to say these can only enable if petroleum gas is above 40k. So this is only going to turn on as a to supplement. Now I've got productivity down here, so I may as well hook all of this up with it. Actually, oh well, I guess that of course they would have quality. Vehicle acceleration, vehicle top speed. Okay, so it doesn't actually increase the fuel value. That's a bit of a shame. That would have been amazing. But since I'm not using this for vehicles, we're not actually going to use quality there. I'm just going to go for productivity. Yeah, the underground pipes having colored indicators of what is running through them is an amazing addition. Strong agree. But right now, it seems that our focus has to be on expanding out the space platform so that we can get up to the point where we can actually make use of space science. Right, how much power am I drawing here? Oh, crap. That's not what I meant to do. Ooh, that is a big spike there. What happened there? Oh, rocket silo just started doing stuff. Right, okay. I guess make more? No reason not to. Yep. Should we make nuclear power? I mean, that's an option. I'm not sure it's an option that I have access to just yet. Bear in mind that I'm actually quite low down on the research scale. Quite low down on the research scale. I have not gotten very far yet at all. Let's go up to God of Seth Wen. Oh wow, God of Seth Wen is doing quite well for itself. Now then, let's go ahead and place down. I've got to put it forward just a tad. Okay. Oh, there we go. We just yonked something. Oxide asteroid chunk. Okay. I've got a metallic asteroid chunk. Can crush certain items, such as asteroids, into smaller chunks. Okay. Space age quality. This produces ice. 20% oxide asteroid chunk. 20% carbonic asteroid chunk. What's that about? Products. Oh, does it produce an extra chunk as well? Well, I'm going to need to send up some inserters and some Do I unload this? I would assume so. Something like that. Just kind of guesswork at this point, but we'll see if this works. I suppose I'd do this one for oxide. Actually, maybe what I could do is have this hand out in this direction. That saves me a fair chunk of room. There we go. Go. This will be better. Oh, high quality grabs get more arms. That's actually kind of cool. That's very cool, in fact. Oh, Yeah, no, that's right. Oh, there we go. For now, I guess could just bring this back up and around. So I'm going to need to send... well, actually, I can see what I require. 45 belt, one... No splitters, sorry. 6... I'm going to give all of them... Oh, well, apparently I'm not. Let's take some of this off. Let's take a lot of it off. 100 belts. I think that'll do. Never mind. Not even remotely close to 100 belts. That'll do. Okay, this is very interesting. Though I suppose at this point it would make sense if I was just loading these onto a passive provider chest. And then I allowed this to request the things it wanted. Yeah, actually I think that makes a bit more sense. Right, so let's set that up. Of course, it's like tiniest little space that doesn't have correct access there, and I had to find it. It's like a curse. Right, you were saying that, Bentham, that this will automatically collect the items necessary now? Okay, for full rocket cargoes available. Oh, right, okay, so I'm going to take that out. We'll see if it will now go about requesting the things it needs. Oh, there we go. Now, when it comes to this 20% oxide asteroid chunk, is it saying that 1 in 5 chance of it returning the chunk? Is that basically what that's saying? Right, okay. Well, in that case, I very much want to make sure that the order of these inserters is such that if it does drop a chunk, it gets added, it gets pulled back in and processed again. Oh, bear in mind, if you're trying to build one assembler, it'll only send a rocket if there are 25 assemblers. A rocket full. Oh. That's not really that useful, is it? Unfortunately, but okay. Well, that's gonna suck when it comes to things that I very slowly produce. That will actively suck. Oh, when setting requests yourself on the platform, you can set a custom minimum payload. Ah, okay. Will the platform disassemble and use the rocket parts too? Or does that just go poof? I think the rocket is consumable in for the sake of getting stuff up onto the platform, yeah. Sadly. How are we doing for ammo down here? Oh, we're doing fine for ammo. Well, the biters are eventually going to start hurling quite terrifying things at us, I should imagine. Right. At least all of that is set up now. Once this is ready, we will actually have a functioning rocket to some degree. What about a custom maximum payload? Yeah, I'm not sure that would be as useful. Not gonna lie. Right. At this point, I just want to see the platform actually gathering stuff. Though I should send up some assemblers, I suppose. Ice, iron plate, and carbon. Ah, right. So I'm going to need... Actually, if I have a look at this, that can produce carbon. That'll just produce iron ore. So I'm going to need a smelter, potentially. Right here. So... Frustrates me. And I'm sure it frustrates you. Actually, no, I need these further up. There we go. Let's just put those down, and then these can run along here. potentially adding to and being taken from in this particular instance. Okay. Now I'm going to assume that these things cannot that they don't go into a smelter. That definitely doesn't. What about carbon? Does not. Good. Oop, there we go. And there we are. All right. Is this set up? That is not set up. There we go. We need these. And I'm going to say that I would probably want wire down here. Something like that. And reed belts, all belts. Oh, it only... that isn't as useful to me. Sadly. So what we would want to do here is to encourage that to read the entire belt going around there before the splitter. Just make that little change. There we go. Now I should be able to read the whole belt. Yeah. And at this stage, we can use combinator to decide what's the most. And then check if that's over a certain threshold. Yeah, actually, that would make sense to me. So I'd be able to do this. So instead of that, I would do this. Read the whole belt. And then select input, sort descending, 0th index, so that the thing that there is the most of, and then a decider to work out whether that thing, so whatever is coming through each, is greater than, I don't know, let's say, considering how many things that are going to be able to be, I think the most this would hold is like 6. That's a reasonable amount. Let's say if there's more than 20 of the, we could probably even say 60, honestly, but if we said 50, then output this as 1. And then I feed that to this as the filter, set filter. So effectively, this would read what the most stacked up item on this belt. And if that item is there's more than 50 individual instances of it, then we start to get rid of it. And in fact, I could make a bank of these that do exactly the same thing. So anywhere there's a gap, I could just pull things off the belt, throw it out into space if there's too much of it. Oh, that's actually a very good point, Rose Sand. That's a very good point. I should filter these to only pull in iron ore because I don't want to make steel up here. Or one would assume. Well, that's a super good point. Thank you very much for catching that. Throw it into space. Would you have access to iron chests? I mean, that's the other thing, is I could just send it down here. If I particularly wanted to. Not sure that I do particularly want to, though. But 'tis a thing that I could do. If 'twas a thing that I wanted to do. I'm gonna need to add a certain something over here to hook all of these up to. There you go. There needs to be a decent amount of these apparently before this will work, but... What? Oh. Okay. Right, they've spawned a fair bit closer than I would like. Okay, let me, that down because I can. That down also because I can. Yeah, I probably need to go and deal with those. Where's the tanks? Oh, the tanks all the way up there. Balls. Let's head back up. What the? What was that sound? Let's go and deal with this biter base. Now then, let's try and clear these out. One down. next up. Yes, I know you're angry. I understand. I'd be angry too if someone was just coming along popping my nurseries, but there's no point in sulking over it. Yeah. And I'll probably clean up that little group there as well. Are we using coal as fuel when we already have rocket fuel? Because I had coal in the trunk and I ran out of fuel while I was out here. Basically. I don't know if you were hoping for some well-reasoned and thought-out answer. It doesn't exist. It's because that's what I had on hand when I needed it. I would kind of like to not be stuck here anymore. Uh-oh. 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 Try it. Duck and weave. Oh. That was closer than I would like. Stupid rock. Go. And we're off. Now I am going to have to set up some better defensive perimeters soon. We were kind of lucked into the one to the south. That one works really well for us. But we are definitely going to need more than that. Especially if we expand out in that direction in order to set up a some sort of smelting array. What are you waiting? Oh, you're waiting on the low density structure now. Okay. We're running this pretty much flat out. And we are not making any headway with the steel, sadly. Now, do I have electric smelters on the yeah, we do. Good. Oh, they are not being provided, though. Let's set those up. And additionally, let's just make sure that these are provided chests as well. Okay. About to say goodbye to you. And off we go. Where on earth did I set up? Oh, there we are. Yeah, we should easily be able to load those up correctly. In fact, we already have. Nice. Okay. See what we just delivered. I think it's the long-handled inserters. Long-handed, rather. The cider combinator is going to be delivered next. Yeah, that actually doesn't help me in any way. But I can, well, do I want to, though, is the question. I guess I could. So what I want to do is this. There we go. That'll fill the belt significantly more. There we go. Everything is actually filling up now. I suppose I could have a couple more of these over here. Oh, crap. No, my ice. Fare thee well, ice. Dual VTR. Aavak is playing Factorio again. Dreams do come true. Well, I'm probably not going to be playing for too much longer. It's coming up to 15 hours now. Stream. This game is moreish. Can't help but play more of it, but I do have to. Call it quits at some point. Let's head down to Navis. Well, that being said, we're still producing a decent amount of these. Huh. What if I could take that across? How about we see if we can't make this work for us? Very much doubt it will. We can certainly try. I'm going to want a stack of long-handed inserters. Wait for those to be delivered. Well, I've got my trains working and set up basic oil, so I'm done for the night. Good night, all. I'll take care, Crispy Goth. I hope you enjoyed. We've only been into space in the last couple of hours, Kane. A lot of the time was spent setting up our train and defenses a bit better. But I'm pretty happy with where we're at. At this point, it's just a case of slapping down a new mine and bish bash bosh, really. Though I'm going to need to set up a proper offloading for copper. Well, no, I think... Yeah, I'm going to save this for the next stream, but we are going to be setting up a pretty extensive new smelting setup, I think. That has to be something we work on. Shoot, I gotta get my train blocks remade to the new track system. Fair. There's a lot more to it now. Right. We are slowly emptying these out, which is great. Yeah, only really the iron is wanting right now. Everything looks good down here. I will say though, probably makes sense for us to get a couple more. Oh, that's heading off. It is so convenient to just do this like this now. I will need to head over there in order to hook up the... rather to pop some ammo in this. There we go. God, 50 of those is going to be ridiculous. Either way, let's head on up. Right. Once these land, then these will start emptying the belts a bit. Once this gets up here, this is going to help out. I guess I don't really need that at this point. We do not have request a chest yet. That's what I'm trying to get to the space science for, really. Oh, it's the steel now that's hurting me. Or rather, lack thereof. There we go. But yeah, the lack of steel is now actively a pain. What can we do? I mean, I've got enough iron, I guess, to throw up another steel smelter over here. If I just run some of the iron in that direction. Actually, probably need to... Well... No, I would say we don't need to do it from there. Something like this. Well, actually, no. What we'll do is we're going to use the electric smelters for these ones. So a basic smelter will be this. Make sure it's got power. And we would want iron, steel. Either that or I feed this part of this down into it. Like I branch off half of the iron in order to be used for steel. No, I think this is fine. So at this point, I would only need the horizontal flip. There we go. So at that point, I would only need the iron being delivered, which I can easily hook up. Close to launching. Oops. There. Can't remember. In Factorio, was still 1-to-1 with iron and just needed additional processing, or did it cost an addition? Oh no, it's 5-to-1. So this is going to be slowly producing in the same way that this was slowly producing. But I don't want to just pull an iron belt off. I mean, I could, I guess, but no, I think this is fine. No. I'll provide everything we need there. Then once that's done, I can just run the steel through here. Mango Pork says the furnace ratio of iron furnace to steel furnace is 1-to-1. Oh, is it? I hadn't actually checked. Oh, now you mention it, it's kind of scratching at the back of my head a bit. It's not as clear from looking in there how quickly it would produce that. 3.2 seconds and 16 seconds. There we go. Oh, damn it. course, it had to be something like this. I have to painstakingly reverse them all. There we go. So I add a little bit of extra steel into the system, which will hopefully be enough. We'll see. But let's go up to Goddess Seth Wen. There we go. Right, nothing on here is now below 50. Let's go to 100. It'll only kick things off now if it's above 100. Seems much better. And it'll do it fast when that happens. Now, once these get up here, they won't actually do anything yet, sadly. They're not going to be able to help out. Let's lock that down there so that I don't keep using all of the steel for this. And instead, some of it actually gets over here. We will see. So we are going to need, on Goddess Seth Wen, a couple of assemblers, I would say. And that is going to need to make this. There we go. Ah, where am I going to offload? Actually, orbital drop slots. So if is this what I need to pop things into? Oh, a manual drop method, okay. Just for symmetry's sake. So, now, assuming that this produces a white science, do I just load it into the space platform hub? And it'll send things down? I need a landing pad requesting items on the surface, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. That was not what I was expecting to see when I came down here. Oh, of course, the electric furnace has probably drained everything out of this. Huh. Okay, well that is not ideal. Alright, well one thing I could do is this. Let it pull coal out and stick it on the power line if it needs it. But yeah, that is entirely because these drained the power so fast.